Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Limbus Company. In the last part, we had our fun in the Hell's Kitchen, and in today's part, we're going to head over to the Unchanging. Canto 4. It is time. After the little interval right here, I was a bit surprised that they would actually have some in-between chapters as well. Because so far, Canto 1, Canto 2, Canto 3, there was nothing in between. It was just straight one burrow to the next burrow to the next burrow, sudden break, fourth burrow, right? Yeah, totally. It was a bit weird. But nevertheless, Canto 4 is finally open. But I would say, before we actually head over to this one, there's one small thing that I need to change. One little thing. I mean, technically speaking, every time we change a chapter, I usually like to end up changing my entire team into something else, in order to allow the others to shine and all. But the last chapter felt like half of the third chapter. Literally, it was like 8 usual chapters, plus 2 dungeons. And the dungeon had 1 floor each. That is literally nothing in comparison to all the other chapters, so I don't really want to kick them out just yet, in favor for a different team. But there is one little thing that I want to change around here. After all, thanks to my battle pass, I was able to get something really, really fancy right over here that I can't seem to open like this. I guess I have to go through to Eagles. There you go. Look at him. Just look at him. Hong Lu has officially joined the Broom Brigade together with Faust. Sure, that's probably still his usual spear weapon or hobbling or how is it called, but to me it looks like a broom. It's gorgeous, and the best part about it, it's freaking Rupture with Gluttony Resonance. It is Rupture, it uses green. It freaking uses green! It's great! It's absolutely great, and it actually works wonders with those 3 because all 3 of them have some type of green element in there. Which is perfect, right? It's just perfect. Now the question is, who am I going to kick out for that? Technically speaking, it's either Don or Sinclair. And which identity am I going to take instead? Now, practically speaking, it would probably be wise for me to swap over to this guy, simply because it is a Rupture ID. I might need this one later for my Rupture team. And it would be good if I could already use it. I mean, I already kind of leveled it up in order to test it out. But practically speaking, I have another ID in mind. Which could be fun. It could be fun. It doesn't support the idea at all with red, orange, and dark blue. But it does have a little bit with Rudy on Ryosho and Dawn. So in that regard, I would say it's worth it, right? Yeah. So wait a second. Let me just get this one ready. I think 25 should be fine. There you go. And then of course we still need to level him up to level 3. Otherwise, he probably has a hard time surviving the next chapter. And besides, we all want to see the story of Hong Lu as well, right? The Mentis Hong Lu, from all things. Okay, let's do this. The air smells as pleasant as always tonight. It's musty and hazy. Now that is the Backstreet I know and love. The child pulled his mask down and breathes in a lungful of air. The stench of slightly rotten trash, the exhausted fume, smell of an unknown origin. The back streets reek with a smell not unlike burnt incense of stubborn, industrial dust. The child seems to love it though. It was not so long ago when all the child ever knew was the high-brown, lavish aroma of his affluent home. Maybe that is why he enjoys the smell that most denizens of the city would gag at. He said it reminded him of the common people. JDJ. I cannot agree with that statement, but I understand your sentiments behind it. The child was flanking by the two other children. One wore a mask and hid her face under the hood of her parka. The other wore a mask that covers his entire face. They've been roaming and causing trouble in the back streets together for the last few years. Sure, well, we don't have to agree on everything, right? As long as we can agree on one thing. That we all love ripping people to pieces. Watch your word. Fixers aren't allowed to kill for no reason. Don't want anyone listening and snitching on us to the red, right? There are nothing but rats in our 500-meter radius. No one is here to listen. And if anyone does listen, we'll just tear them apart as well. Right? Why should we gag ourselves? It's gotta be so frustrating, living like that. Also, Ryoshu, didn't you have a lot of fun yesterday? And thanks to you, we ended up killing way more people than intended. Yes, which led to unscheduled muscle pain, lack of payment for extra kills. It was very ineffective. It was a rare opportunity. It's hard to come by material consistent enough to be in the same exhibition. I'll consider this incident. Sorry. Was it even an apology? Probably not. The child shrugged and let go of the discussion. There was no point in dragging on it. It wasn't going to change anything anyways, right? Besides, he also had fun yesterday. He certainly wasn't one to talk about it. Well, if it's all the same to you, I think I enjoyed getting paid a consistent rate for killing people. Oh god. Who would have thought that people like us, people from a killer syndicate, would be working for an office, right? Business card and all. SOL. Picking up the Backstreets dog like us. Now that is one strange office rep, right? This is our niche. There are as many officers as there are syndicate. It is a reasonable choice for a businessman to prioritize a smaller niche in an off-saturated market. But I have a feeling that this office won't last long. We can tear people up into pretty little straps and hang them up all day. But it's not like we're leaving our business card behind, right? There's no way to get the office name out there. EA. This canvas is not nearly enough for real, proper art. This office isn't going to get any new client beyond fledgling syndicates or other poor people who want to hire us for pretty scared jobs. Will you propose an alternative then? Why would I? The child looked at the other innocently and crooked his head. It was as though he didn't understand where the question was coming from. Well, are we ever going to build a real resume to rise through the fixer's rank? Or are we just going to suck up to the rep to get him to recognize us? No, we're just doing some temp work. There's nothing more to get out of this office anyways. We'll leave and saunter back to the back streets. It is also a reasonable suggestion. The child shrugged affirmatively. So did the bionic weapon on his shoulder. That weapon, it's from the Union Co. workshop, isn't it? Oh yeah! It's cheap and decently handy. How's that? Can't have gotten this without a stable income, right? The workshop is filled with amateurs. They pick up their meat from random piles of corpse to make their weapons. There's no refinement to them, only facade of it. Well, that is why they're cheap, and that is why I like them. Though using these really drains my energy. I'm hungry all the time. That is an insignificant problem. Simply take more work, increase your earning, and consume more calories. Agreed. Let's tear it up some more. The three children giggle, as though a funny thought has crossed their minds. They were confident, on top of the world, nothing could possibly stand in their way. Or so they thought, at least. Incoming contact. It's from the representative? Representative? Oh, new work? Precisely. It appears that our next shop is at some library! Oh no! Nice, let's hurry there. The children leisurely stroll through the back streets. Where will these children go? Well, there's no way to know for now. They are going to get booked! That is the fate of anyone who enters that library. I make personally sure of that nobody, except Philip, that nobody is going to leave that library alive. Oh god! Well, at the very least, now you're here, Honglu! At least this ID version of you is here, Honglu, so it's fine! It's certainly going to be fine, don't worry about it. The library is outside now. We are safe for the time being, right? Totally. Okay. Now then, the unchanging. Let us start. Off the bus. Great, we are already starting, but we're getting kicked out of the bus again. I found myself looking at dead and dying sinners in the middle of the nest, a place that's supposed to be peaceful, and in front of me, I began tracing back my memories to figure out what happened. What? What do you mean with dead and dying sinners? We just entered this area, right? They can't already be dead. That isn't how it works. We were neither high flyers nor greedy vultures. We were merely children who loved technology. Do you remember the day when we first felt that we were breathing? Back then, that breath alone would suffice. Or perhaps it was the air that was exceptionally clear that day. What happened? Nescae ruined streets. Ruined streets? The view is obscured by smoke and dust. Terrified screams, hopeless outcries, painful moans, and the sound of hard objects breaking creates a cacophony. What? It is time to turn the clock. I can hear you saying, the only conscious sinner at the moment, muster up his remaining strength to speak. The others are on the floor among dismembered corpses like powerless puppets. Fatal injuries were left by an abnormality. Yet, they are in the middle of the nest. Where an abnormality is supposed to be confined within the Lobotomy Corps branch facility? Or dungeon? Yeah, because of the field thing. Meanwhile, the abnormality appears to see Saint's abdomen as I wonder. I had no one else to share this question with. What? And now we're back at the bus. Okay, where are we going this time? That's a good question, Honglu. That's a very good question. What is the sudden shift? This seems to grow quite accustomed to the work. As if we were on a road trip, so we're far less hesitant to ask about our next destination. That is not quite the right question. This mission begins with a person rather than a place. A person, you say? We happen to have a client. You mean we take requests from outside like we are fix-offers or something? I guess. Oh ho! Had our carriage begun to be frequented by requests already? Excellent! It may take little time at all to become renowned fixers. Quiet. I'll be answering the questions. As you all know, the Golden Burrows are relatively recently discovered. Fortunately, Jacob and D-Corp didn't have much interest when we visited the district. That is why those facilities were populated by no more than Backstreets, miscreants, and ragtag syndicates. However, there are wings that have caught wind of their existence and value early, like Keycorp, those turf we are in right now. But I thought we already taken the Golden Burrow here in Keycorp's nest, right? I guess we did. I never said that there were any rules that only one burrow may exist in a district. The distribution of Lobotomy Corps branch facility is more complicated than you would expect. They can be found pretty much everywhere, spread quite literally like tree branches. Like how one was connected to our estate base? Yeah. There also haven't been any clear definitions on who owns the Bureau. Which is why everyone's been playing the primitive rule that the first find of the Bureau are its keeper. Well, that is how it usually goes with slumbering treasures. In that case, are you telling us that we are accepting the request to earn the ownership of the Golden Bureau? To be exact, they made the offer first. Since the Golden Bureau is on the line, we have no choice, right? I get it now. Thus, I don't know how many times I have to remind you of this, but do not do anything to aggravate the client. Oh really? Why did you say that? You just jinxed us, I'm telling you. You just jinxed us, Vergilius. And by the way, now then, keep your mouth shut until you're there. All as usual. Great, and I wanted to ask something? Dante seemed to have something to say. Thank you, Faust. Sorry about that, Dante. I do hope you understand it's quite cumbersome to grow used to the concept that the ticking of a clock can be considered something to respond to, right? Yeah? Yeah, that's something you have to get used to, the Vergilius. So anyways, what are the Golden Bureaus used for anyways? When I think about it, all we were told was a vague order to collect them, and nothing about what the company plans to do with them. True. They're asking about the purpose of the Golden Bureaus. Uh-huh. I see, you finally begun to ruminate on subjects, Manager Dante. Here you are, growing curious about the company's plan. Then I ought to aid your management as a guide by providing kind explanation. The Golden Bureau. They are branches, as the name suggested. That is what we call stems growing from the trunk of a tree. These won't happen to have a golden glow. That's... wow. Oh-ho! For sure! Certainly! Don was the only one responding passionately to this information. Wow! Thanks to this exchange, he painted me as an ignorant block who doesn't even know what a branch is. Of course I know what a branch is, but why do you need that stuff? It has mysterious power of abnormalities and stuff. Rudy shrugged at me, as if to club me for expecting a real answer. Yeah, okay, I guess he wouldn't really give us that information just yet. Anyways, Verge, the road is blocked. Should I just go around it? It's blocked. Strange that there's a blocked road. This is the middle of K-Cop's nest too. It's unlikely that there's a scene. Never mind. Before Ishmael could finish a sentence, a dull thud at his window interrupted her. Well, something just got flung at the bus in Bollendorf. That was a person, wasn't it? Oh, a male individual who appears to be in his early 40s. There seemed to be serious injuries in his occipital region. He had already died before the impact. Ah, you saw that in 1 second. Anyways, yeah, sure, it doesn't seem like the average scuffle. Pit stop. If there's a problem you can handle, come back after you're done. And what about if it isn't? The clock will have to spin until it's been dealt with. Ah, great! That's one elegant way to tell us to go die 1,000 deaths, right? Now then, off the bus. What? Weren't you about to say the same thing anyways? Saves you the trouble. Why were you glaring at her? I just can't wait. What adventures in store for us this time, right? Even though we can't quite see it just yet. After all, we first have to tap the other thing. But from the first couple of seconds of the chapters, I would almost assume it's not gonna be pretty. 27. Okay, that's around the same level as Hell Kitchen, so that's gonna be fine. Talent and genius. Why are there abnormalities in the middle of K-Cop's nest? Vergilius seemed to mean it when he said we could return to the bus after we've dealt with this commotion. Passing by a frightening crowd, we head to the center of the mess. Why are abnormalities on the surface? That isn't something that they should be able to do, right? They shouldn't be able to leave Lobotomy Corp. That's the thing. They shouldn't be able to leave it. The shield usually keeps them inside, unless of course the shield has been broken. But so far, even in the most rotten branches, it was still there, so I don't know if it already crumbled down. Nevertheless, first, as you saw through the bus, we're in the middle of the nest, a place that should be the furthest from an unexpected trouble. Would that mean that this is a precious commotion? Everyone except drowsy Long Lu was tensing up, carefully observing what was going on. Is that? Someone was running our way in a hurry from the other side. The civilian was too hurried to look ahead. They bumped into the sinners and fell to the ground. Oh, don't go that way! Come now, you may rest easy. We have galloped it here to save innocent life, such as yours, for we are no such thing as heroes, so please don't say anything unnecessary, okay? Oi, we need to cross here. If you need to stop us for nothing, then I give you a taste of the spat. Looking at Heathcliff's intimidating face and Ishmael's frowned expression in turn, the civilian seems to take a moment to consider which would be more of a threat. Oh, great. There's something ahead. Something that shouldn't be real. I don't know what it was. I've never seen anything like it. Everyone was screaming and running, and then people rolled on the floor, set on fire. Fire? Wait, did the entity you witnessed have some form that does not resemble a human? Yeah, you're right. That's right. Then, if it isn't a person, keeping the suspected possibility in our minds, we headed for the center of the disturbance. Ah, it's a bull. With a man. Oh great. What is going on here? It could, be a distortion or whatever, no? Like that chicken place, right? No, that's different. That one is an abnormality, not a distortion. I'm sure of this somehow. How can you tell? It's clearly a person over there, though. As Dante suggested, that entity is likely to be an abnormality. Our manager is able to sense it. But then, why? Why is an abnormality in the middle of the nest? It's a phenomenon of which Faust has never been notified. Most Lobotomy Corp facilities were shut down as soon as the wing was dissolved. I was reminded of the side burial Yuri told us about, but I quickly shook off some gloomy memories. Even if an abnormality did break out in the meantime, there should have been a report informing us of such a fact before this mission, right? It's hard to imagine that the LCC would have been unable to notify us if such an event actually occurred. Could they be the security staff that gets sent by the K-Corp? Rather than suppressing the abnormalities, they're just getting completely wrecked. It sort of takes me back to the time when we got beaten bad in D-Corp's district. Oh, come on! First that chicken restaurant guy goes cuckoo and now this? I'm really over this kind of Nest K welcome, right? Right as they complained. Oh, bloody debris created by the rampaging abnormality narrowly raced past us. Ha! The hell are you doing? Just watching from here won't do us any good. It will crash us all to pulp. You are gravely mistaken. Have that insane Brit's daily rambling finally managed to brainwash you? Huh? A Brit free? What does thou mean by this insane brat? The guide only instructed us to return once the commotion has been dealt with. He never ordered us to deal with it ourselves. Oh, for goodness sake, what's there to be so damn obtuse about? Didn't you see what just happened? It almost blew my head off. Who knows what else will happen if this keeps up? This will all be over if we just beat the damn thing down. What else do we got? Parking a seat to keep watching? Gobbling some chicken? Huh? There's no need to wasting our lives on fights unrelated to our mission. I'm sure your filth didn't even realize. But here's the thing. The more you die, the less efficient you become in battle. Experience a certain pain will make you learn to fear and avoid it. True. People are dying over there as we speak, though, right? Although it will cost much time and many lives, they will eventually suppress it, just as we do. And I must say, I didn't expect a whining amateur who would cry out for his parents whenever he died to willingly suggest self-sacrifice. That has become a trivia to you, now has it? If you must take the best decision between the sinners, it's right to listen to her. We're not fixers, and we certainly cannot be heroes. Turning the clock obviously hurts whenever I do it, and the pain is something I can never get used to. And yet, we should suppress it. I can't logically explain why, but I feel like we should. And you can't go against me, right, Otis? I'm the manager. I'm your manager. You would always be on my side, right? She's always on my side. I would have crushed that clock and run out there if you gabbled the same rubbish, clock face. If that is your decision, I will abide by it. Yeah, alright. I'm sure you made the right call. Hey, thank you for making that decision. You worry too much over little things, Clock. You won't be an artist. This judgment was made by none other than you, Executive Manager. The sinners walked ahead after leaving me comments, while all the others moved forward. Faust remained and gave me a peculiar stare. What is it? Do you think my judgment was ineffective? Or rather inefficient? No, I just thought it would be interesting to see how you react once you reclaim your memories. Would I make a different choice if I had my memories? Faust's strange statement held me in place for a moment, but I decided that I want to deal with the questions that are immediately ahead of me first. Faust, I've been wondering for a while, are you really okay with being treated like this, considering your talent in literally everything? Someone of her caliber should have had no problem enjoying the luxurious life in the city. Faust doesn't mind. Additionally, talent feels like the incorrect words to describe Faust. Many can possess talent, but Faust does not want to be included in the many. Among the sinners, if we were looking for talent individuals of the most commonly agreed definition, that would be Yi Seng. For your information, I am just a genius. Yi Seng stopped walking behind the other sinners and turned around to face me. Looking again, his eyes actually stared into the emptiness behind me. I'm no such individual. I've long stopped fluttering my wings. Thus, it would be of no use to discuss my talent, Manager. Curiously enough, I find that some sinners feel more distance as we spend more time together. Huh? Drones? What's that flying machine? It's been irking me. Got the urge to SED for the 3000th time. SED? Slice in dice, maybe? Dicing? Wait, that's a device called a drone. Oh, they might be combat drones from K-Corp, sent to help us. The wings seem to be above average in terms of technology, right? No. Viewing the design, it doesn't appear to be equipped with combat functionality. It also has a camera at the center. Well, I guess it makes sense to get a closer look at the mess happening in the Well of Nest. I guess. Abashed, Ishmael mumbles. Oh ho ho! Will we be featured on the thing called the news? Wait, something is off. Why are they only filming corpses and dying people? Well, it's the provocative stuff that draws more attention, doesn't it? But wouldn't the monster be better for that? Look at this terrible incident. See how morbid it is? Or something like that. But... Oh! Hold up, kiddo! In front of you! You already got hit. That was too... Oh god! Oh god! This is definitely weird. Sinclair! Look at that thing. I just have a camera glued on me. Ugh. I don't appreciate a soulless audience. There's a considerable number of them. And these drones, they appear to be deliberately preventing us from entering the area where the abnormality is. That can't be. We're here to help, so they have no reason to get in our way, right? Are they? Now the drones are starting to line up and form a wall, as if to stop us from proceeding any further. Farther, I mean.
Greetings, citizens. Please keep 10 meters of distance for your own safety. K-pop staff has been dispatched. Your safety is assured. Please keep 10 meters of distance.
Seriously? They want to keep us safe? Us? Heathcliff? Safe? Okay. Now look, your staff is being slaughtered over there. Can't you see that?
Greetings, citizens. Your safety is assured. Please keep 10 meters of distance.
Ha! The instruction makes no sense. What difference is 10 meters going to make in this mess? Not gonna do us any favor, huh? Don't know if they're malfunctioning or just badly designed, but we'll have to get rid of all of these before we can actually get to the abnormality. So we have to fight drones? Really? No, right? No. Probably more security stuff. Never mind, we actually have to fight drones? Okay, what is that? They only have one attack, 3-5, no effect. Decent avoid. Do you have a passive? Sanity is fixed to 0. It can be erased or increased. Take 30% from Rupture. Round it down. Ah, if only I had my Rupture team around. that would have been really good. What is this? Bleed resistance. When taking damage from bleed, reduce the damage by 20%. I see. Okay. But then some of them are not even bothering to attack us, which is quite helpful to have. Let's go for the stronger move first. That has to go through as it is. Let's go for the 10 and track. Come on. Okay, so far everyone was able to hit. That's a good sign. There you go. I was a bit worried about Dawn, but it seems like she was able to slash through it just fine. They're still trying to avoid though. It could be a slight issue if this continues. But we will see, right? We will see. Please suppress it. Okay, she was able to get through it without any issue. There you go. First one has been destroyed. I need a stronger dice in order to get through those avoid dice without issues. I mean, Ryosha's fine, but Honglu. I first need to get used to the new Honglu one. Double green, more green. 9, 10, and ooh. I guess we can save the 86 for later. Let's go for the 60, just in case they actually survive this round. I mean, we do have a couple of very strong green attacks coming up. There you go. Another one has been destroyed. And the last one is going down. Okay, do we have another wave of them? Yes, we do. Going first, gain more haste. At speed 8, gain coin power. So I should use this one now, Rampage, because we are currently at 9. Okay, then a 10 for the speed. 14, I still have ammunition, so that's fine. I guess it's finally time for us to go orange. 14 is fine, let's go for 18, 12 is okay. And I guess another 16 wouldn't really hurt to have. Okay, first time Rampage. There you go! Oh god, he's 5 with 6 HP. Okay, come on Aurelia! There you go, paralysis has been applied, nothing to worry about. I guess they are just a bunch of machines, right? They are just here to get in our way. They're not built for combat. They are not built for combat. 10, 11, 19 is fine. Where's my Honglu? Honglu is right over there. 16 is okay. 12 is fine. Honglu, would you be fine to already try out your new ego? There you go. Hope you like it. 14 and 10. We're going to boost up for as much as we can with a 4, 5 Gluttony Resonance. Here it comes. 32 on the roll. Oh, it's great. It's great. Oh, that was just lovely. It was just lovely. How did you survive that? But then again, at this point, it's already done. Let's just finish him off. There you go, 1 HP. Good job, Don. You destroyed the last of them. Now, are we through them now, or are they going to throw even more machines into our way? I mean, if they are able to form a wall, I would almost suspect that there might be more. But we will see, right? We will see. Drones and abnormalities. Yeah, they're probably... Ooh, 29. Okay, the level is increasing. I might have to level up to 30 after all. But 29 should still be fine. Okay. Getting suspicious drone out of the way, we're dealing with the chaos. They're looking quite expensive at a glance. And then the K-Corp logo on them makes me all the more hesitant about destroying them. But we have to get through there. It's not like we have a choice. Now, on the other hand, it might not be that good. I mean, technically speaking, we want to work together with K-Corp because of the branch thingy. So we shouldn't do anything that could anger them. But they're literally getting in our way. I thought we were supposed to help. Right? Oh, they have more abilities now. Passive is still the same. Oh no, wait. Caution unsteady. Unit stack of thresholds rises by 50% more of the tremor burst. Okay, so I want to use tremor against them. I guess they have a couple of abilities that they didn't have before. I guess they're becoming a little bit more aggressive now that we already kind of destroyed. Huh? A couple of them? Oh, wait, is this an abnormality fight now? Yes, it is. Okay, that's a bit weird. Don, one of them was specifically targeting you. Can I go for the red instead? Yeah, red is gonna work out nicely. This one was going for my Honglu. How about with the haste? Let's just avoid, we can ignore that. Instead, I'm going to redirect this one with my Rodion. The void doesn't have a specific extra effect, so I guess we can just focus all our attacks towards this guy first. Okay, one at a time, right? One at a time. Okay, Don was able to win without issues, that's good. Another win for our Honglu. Good job, lead has been applied. Then another debuff on that guy. Perfect. So, target loses SP. We have an ability that's unused, so I'm always going to lose it. Well, at the very least, you're targeting my Honglu, who already has SP, so that's fine. Need to go for more clashes though. Yeah, I have to go for more clashes. Let's go for the bullets. This is going to do a lot of damage. That one is going for my Ryosho, but that's fine. Gonna add another layer of attacks with my Don. There you go. 14, 7, 11. Okay, good hit. Ooh! Oh no! Yes! I was about to say! Don't lose! Honglu! Don't lose to them! We can't allow that! Okay, good hit. There you go! That's my Don! Okay, they seem to be relatively defensive. Okay, everyone is going to target the top right, bottom right one first. We have to keep destroying them. We need to start destroying them, otherwise they just keep on getting stronger attacks out, right? I have a second wave to this, so I need to gather my resources as quickly as I can. Oh no. Okay, you can inflict me with paralysis, which is not a good thing, but that's something we have to consider from now on. Okay, this guy is staggered. Next one is that, but I guess we can focus on him first. Honglu is currently with 1 paralysis, so he has to take care of the bottom right one, and that should at least take care of one of the drones. 25! Good job! Good job! That's exactly what I wanted to see. I'm going to get a stagger. Second one has been destroyed. Another good hit. Okay, we're already at turn 5. That's not good. We need to speed it up a bit more. That should be enough damage to destroy the bottom run. Hopefully. Okay, Ronin was able to win. Good, down to 77. Ishmael. There you go. Tremor applied. Is Honglu able to finish him off? 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, he was. He actually was. Okay, not enough to stagger it, but we almost have it. We almost have it. After this, we still have 3 more turns. Could be better, but it could also be worse, right? It could always be worse. Okay, let's select our weakest attack. That should certainly be enough to finish him off. 100%. At the very least, we already got the stagger, right? Yeah, we already got the stagger, it's fine. Okay, the second wave. Which is actually a boss with 200 health, of course. Of course. Let's see, what do you have? First and foremost, inflict burn. 5, 5, 14. 14. 12, 17. Raises its stagger threshold by 20% of damage dealt. He's all about burns. And the passives, I can't really see just yet. How many body parts? 1? Only 1. Okay, let's see then. 2 attacks go towards my Ishmael, so I have to take them first. Let me give you a little bit of slowdown, and what's that? Current body loses 50% of max HP. Okay, so he's already kind of weakened. That's good. Oh, that's a struggle. It's not good either. Let's just defend for now. You still have way too much HP. I can't really make use of the haste. But you need to go for the strong attacks first. I'm going to save my ego for next round. Maybe I need it in order to counter something, but we will see. I need a bunch of green in order to get the ego for Honglu. Tremor has been applied. 24. Okay, that's a good hit. We're also going to inflict him with some burn of his own. Now, technically speaking, seeing how he uses burn against us is probably not going to make a big difference, for us at least. But it's gonna be fine. Okay. This is gonna be a bit tougher for her. But I think she's fine. I don't think she got staggered, which is good. Which is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, with the bind, I can redirect with everyone. It's not gonna be easy for her, but she has to try to get it. Don't have the resources otherwise. I really don't have the resources to counter it otherwise. 24. Okay, first paralysis is gone. Come on. More burn has been applied. There you go. There you go. 23. Come on. Keep the damage going. The bleed is certainly going to help us out as well. I might need to consider leveling them up, though. Yeah, I should really consider leveling them up. Oh my god. Come on, Rapture! I need ya! Not entirely sure if it still applies to Rapture even without my my head roll, but we will see. Okay. Ooh. Yes! Yes! That's my Ishmael! There you go! Rapture! Rapture! Okay, he's still slow. But I'm running out of turns. I'm running out of turns. Guess we're just going to focus fire on him. As much paralysis as we have. I should be able to stagger him though. Yeah, I should be able to stagger him though. And his speed is literally 1. His speed is literally hitting rock bottom. Wait, what? What was that? That's the last of them. They aren't going to make us pay for the damage, are they? Hopefully not. I mean, we're just trying to help. I tried to report that it was an action of self-defense. Yeah. Faust, darling! Did I ever tell you this? You're really just so... how do I put it? You just rock, okay? You were rather late to realize it. Something feels strange about this abnormality, though. Doesn't quite feel like the others we have fought. Not sure we have that much of experience in that department, but... well, I guess there is a crowd around us, shouting and... yelling? What's up with these abnormalities? How did they show up in the middle of the nest, and how did they get more horrifying? And I've seen that one in the Mirror Dungeon as well, a few times too. Never in a fight though. Come to think of it, what was the deal with those abnormalities in the Mirror Dungeon that didn't even wanted to fight us, even though the paper cranes, they got really close to fighting us, but then they kind of dipped out, I guess. Those were glimpses into the abnormality's mental space and inhabitants viewed through the cracks in the mirrored world. So it is a chasm, incredibly narrow and unstable, indeed, which only allowed for limited interactions. Forget that. All I want to know is, why are they so tough? They are as nasty as what we face on the railway. That is certainly true. Besides, what is this sickening fluid dripping from them? You mean that blue stuff? As the Sinner pointed out, the abnormalities here were clearly different from what we've encountered before. This is... it's oozing a mysterious liquid with a blue glint. We have no time to analyze its constitution, so we should be careful not to come into contact with it. Yes, no need to tell me that. I'm not about to smudge myself with that stuff. Oi, did these things eat bad stuff off the floor or what? It's like they're going rapacious. Above you, Mr. Heathcliff! Oh, Heathcliff was knocked out to the ground, unable to resist. Manager, it looks like you have your work cut out for us. Please remember that I gave you my explorations, Executive Manager. All men, prepare for battle! Figured it would come to this. I've come too far to be afraid of pulling dead sinners back to life. Let's beat them and head back! Is the level going to increase again? It might. It actually might. Wait a second, let me see that. No, it decreased actually, it decreased. Why is the level so unstable though? Why is the level so unstable? How much time do I even have? Not that much, not that much. But seeing how this is literally just a battle, I might still be able to squeeze that one in. 27. Getting suspicious drone out of the way is still the same. Okay, let's just jump right in there. I'm just going to hope it's not going to include that bull again. Probably not. He didn't get turned into an act though. He really didn't. So is it still the same? Seems to be. Yep. Just with the lack of a couple of passives, but pretty much the same. 2 waves, okay. I guess I'm just going to cut ahead unless something new shows up. There you go. Not so bad, right? Not so bad. Okay, who was the MVP this time? I have a feeling it was Ishmael again. But no, it was actually Honglu this time around. Congratulations, Honglu! There you go. More fights? I guess we're going to have even more fights. Okay. Yeah, I should be able to squeeze that one in as well. I mean, it's literally just more drones. I don't mind including them. Which they are. They are literally more drones. Okay, okay. There you go. Another victory. Are they going to throw even more drones towards us? Like, even more than already 2 different waves? Probably not, right? No. Okay, I was about to say. 2 fights in a row is rare. Like, really rare. But I would say this is a perfect moment to make a little cut. After all, I did kind of use up a lot of my resources already. 20 each. Yeah, I might have to wait a couple of hours before I make the next recording. But anyways, I hope you guys had fun in today's part. And see you in the next part. Until then, bye bye!